Nowadays we are running behind fake relationship, but our true companion is God. In this video we learn how to make a strong relation with God who invade within us.
In this insightful speech, the speaker explores the 4 types of people and their relationship with God. From the dead who deny the existence of God, to the healthy who have steady faith, the speaker explains how one can progress from death to life and from illness to health through the trials and tribulations of life. There are 4 types of persons. The dead, who deny the Lord and declare that they alone exist, independent, free, self-regulating, and self-directed. The sick,
Who call upon the Lord when some calamity befalls them, or when they feel temporarily deserted by the usual sources of succor. The dull, who know that God is the eternal companion and watchman, but who remember it only off and on when the idea is potent and powerful. And lastly, the healthy, who have steady faith in the Lord, and who live in His comforting creative presence always. You proceed from death to life, and from illness to health, by the experience of the buffeting of the world. The world is a very essential part of the curriculum of man. Through the agony of search is born the infant wisdom. The pains are worthwhile. They indicate the birth of new life. From restlessness you get absolute peace. From peace to bright spiritual illumination, and from bright spiritual illumination to supreme divine radiance. It is like the alternating of night and day, this recurrence of joy and grief. Night and day are twin sisters. Both are necessary to increase the fertility of the soil, to activate and refresh life.
they are like summer and winter.
There are some who pray to make this summer less hot, but in the heat of summer the earth takes in the needed energy from the sun, so that when the rains come, she may yield a plentiful harvest.
Cold and heat are both in the plan of God, and yours is only to know this and treat both as valuable. Thorny plants and thornless plants are both there in nature. The wise man knows the value of both. He plants the thornless one and surrounds it with the thorny ones, so that what he fosters is left unharmed. Activity can save as well as kill. It is like the cat that bites. It bites the kitten in order to carry it in its mouth to a place of safety. It bites the rat in order to kill and eat.
Become the kitten, and work will rescue you like a loving mother. Become a rat, and you are lost. God draws the individual toward itself. It is the nature of both to have this affinity, for they are the same. They are like the iron and the magnet. But if the iron is rusty or covered with layers of dirt, the magnet is unable to attract.
Remove the impediment. That is all you have to do. Shine forth in your real nature, and the Lord will draw you into His bosom. Trials and tribulations are the means by which this cleansing is done.
God is beloved to all people, so you can take up any name that gives you joy. Tastes differ according to the temperament and character one has earned by generations of activity as a living being in this world. The proprietor of a coffee house goes to the nearby druggist for a pill to ward off his headache, and the druggist, when he gets a headache, goes to the coffee house for a cup of coffee,
which he thinks will cure him. Men are like that. The tastes of people differ. The wise one says, "In God is all." Another, a yogi, says all is energy. A third, who is a devotee,
says all is the play of the Lord, each according to their taste and according to their progress in spiritual practice. Do not hurry or ridicule them, for they are all pilgrims trudging along the same road. Spiritual exercise is most required to control the mind and the desires after which it runs. If you find that you are not able to succeed, do not give up the spiritual exercise, but do it more vigorously.
For it is the subject in which you did not get passing marks that requires special study, is it not?
Spiritual exercise means inner cleanliness as well as external cleanliness. You do not feel refreshed if you wear unwashed clothes after your bath, do you? Nor do you feel refreshed if you wear washed clothes but skip the bath. Both are needed, the external as well as the internal. Children believe your words when you say that the policeman will catch them or the ghost will beat them. They are full of fear, fortitude, and faith. But having grown old and stuffed your heads with all kinds of doctrines and dogmas and theories and arguments, you have now to use your discrimination and discover God the hard way. This, I will tell you. There is no escaping it. All creatures have to reach God some day or other, by the long route or by the short route.
So friends, we are at the end of a video, and you get the wisdom that God draws the individual towards itself. But trials and tribulations are the means by which this cleansing is done.
Spiritual exercise is required to control the mind and desires, and spiritual exercise means inner and external cleanliness.
God bless you all.